साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनं भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। हरि ओम, pranams to you all. Today Swamini is out of station. He had been to Calcutta, maybe reaching today. So tomorrow we will know whether net is available there. Then if it is there, then he will come online from tomorrow. Otherwise we will continue. Let us see. So today we will read from God Experience Volume 1 by Swami Ramdas. This is the book Papa's Talks. May 15th, 1961. Ramdas, whatever is spoken about the ultimate destiny of the soul is imperfect. Whatever is spoken about the ultimate destiny of the soul is imperfect. Whatever is expressed about it, even after experiencing that supreme state, is imperfect. So, you after experiencing that supreme state, so you like more and more to keep silent with regard to spiritual matters. Whatever we speak, Papa says, it is inadequate, it is difficult to speak about it. Whatever is spoken about the ultimate destiny of the soul is imperfect. Whatever is expressed about it, even after experiencing that supreme state, is imperfect. So you like more and more to keep silent with regard to spiritual matters. Sri Krishna in the Gita says that there are 4 kinds of bhaktas: Ardha, Ardharthi, Jignasu and Gnani. He declares that a Gnani Bhakta is himself. To honor him is to honor me. Me means capital M. To worship him is to worship me, says he. So a Gnani Bhakta is one who has realized everything as Brahman. Gnani Bhakta means who has realized everything as Brahman. He knows that both the manifest and the unmanifest are Brahman. The Gnani Bhakta knows the manifest and the unmanifest, both are he. Both are Brahman. But these are words which convey no meaning to us. These are words which convey no meaning to us. The experience is far grander, richer and more perfect than what words can convey. Words are powerless to express that highest experience. In the 12th chapter of the Gita, the qualities of Gnani Bhakta are given. In Sri Krishna Bhagavan and Bhakta are rolled into one. Therefore, Sri Krishna says, the Gnani Bhakta is myself. When you love anybody, you love yourself. When you love anybody, you love yourself. What does it mean? When you love anybody, you love yourself. When you see anybody, you see yourself. When you talk to anybody, you talk to yourself. Bhakta and Bhagavan are one. The power, Papa says, God or self or truth or reality, consciousness it is a subtle, mysterious power. One power expressing through all names and forms. So, when Papa says, when you love somebody, you are loving to yourself, means what? We are not loving the body, mind, intellect. Not the personality, the power. The power in me, the power in the other person is the same. That means I am loving myself only in all names and forms. Me means I am identifying myself with that power, not with the personality. Then it is me only, no? The power in me, the power in you, the power in everyone is the one. So whenever I say I love anybody, that means I am loving myself. When I talk to anybody, I am talking to myself in another form. When I see anybody, any name and form, I am seeing myself. Myself means the power. When I identify myself with the power, I am identifying myself only in everybody and in everything, manifested, unmanifested. But very difficult. No? As soon as we see a form, we forget the power. So that's why Papa also says here, no? Thus speaks Ramdas. Beautifully Papa says, the expansion of the individual into the universal is possible only when God thought rules your mind, when God love fills your heart, and God's will governs your actions. Whenever you see anybody, you must see not only the external form, but also the indwelling reality. This is the true vision. This alone can free you from the sense of diversity and make you realize the unity and oneness of all existence. It is not merely in holy persons and places that you should see God, but in all, everywhere, even in the marketplace. You must always feel the divine presence in and about you. So this vision is possible only when our mind, when God thought rules your mind, that means our mind is filled with God thought, our heart is filled with God's love, all our actions are filled with, governs with divine will. Then it is possible. That type of vision, that is what he says. Ramdas says, the Jnani Bhakta is myself. When you love anybody, you love yourself. When you see anybody, you see yourself. When you talk to anybody, you talk to yourself. Bhakta and Bhagavan are one. Then, why do you talk? It is just for Leela or play. Question. But what about talking of God, about realization of God? Ramdas, all this talk is useless. All this talk is useless. It does not convey any sense. When you compare it with experience, it is like holding a lighted candle before the sun. Do sun needs a candle to show? So before that experience, all this talk is useless, Papa says. Question. The talk will be helpful to devotees. Ramdas. Ramdas does not know how it can help you. You will be getting into a worse mage.
Say again.
The talk will be helpful to devotees. That is the devotee question. He says, Ramdas, Papa is telling, Ramdas does not know how it can help you. You will be getting into a worse mage, M-A-Z-E, mage. Question. When it comes out from the mouth of a realized person, definitely it will help us. Ramdas. His voice may help you. That is the benefit. The saint's mere presence and some power of his words, not the meaning. Although he tries, he cannot convey through words what he experiences. He says it is difficult to convey through words. It is beyond. Question. If Papa abuses us, we like that. If others abuse us, we do not like it. If Papa abuses, we like it. But others abuse us, we do not like it. Ramdas. So, whatever nonsense a saint speaks will have its effect on the people who hear him. Is that what it means? In his own view, it is all nonsense. He finds whatever he says about his experience is not correct, is not the thing. It is simply indescribable. When you try to express the inexpressible, your power of expression fails. Ramdas was wondering why Swami Vivekananda said just before he passed away, when some disciples went to him and asked for his last message, throw into the sea whatever I have said and written in books. Throw into the sea whatever I have said and written in books. He felt what all he had said did not convey what he actually experienced. Still, we try to think about it. We try to express it through words. Can it be right? Question. A description of sadhanas done to reach the goal will be useful. One devotee was telling to Papa, a description of sadhanas done to reach the goal will be useful. Ramdas, that is all right. What about the goal? Again devotee question. That we can get from Papa's face. Ramdas, if the face satisfies you, Ramdas can sit silent before you. If the face satisfies you, Ramdas can sit silent before you. But somehow you wish that he should talk. Is it not so? Question. That is the Leela. Experiences during Papa's sadhana days will help us. Ramdas. Think of God for 24 hours every day. Think of God for 24 hours every day. Then you will have Him. Who is going to do it? You have so many other things in the world to claim your attention. Question, devotee. That is the thing we want to know. How to repeat the name all the 24 hours. Papa said 24 hours you do. Then immediately the devotee is asking how to do. That is what we want to know. Ramdas, you must do as Ramdas did. People accused him of neglecting the so-called duties in the world. When Papa was in sadhana days, people were accusing him. You must do as Ramdas did. People accused him of neglecting the so-called duties in the world. He set himself to think only of God all the 24 hours. He was considered mad. Unless you do it for 24 hours, you cannot get him. But you have to sleep, you have to attend to other work, etc. Who is going to do sadhana in this manner? Papa is questioning. Upasana and Nishkama Seva must be there to purify the mind. For listening to the advice of the Guru, you should have concentration. For listening to the advice of the Guru, you should have concentration. If your mind wanders here and there, the words of the Guru will fall flat on you. A concentrated mind is a purified mind. A concentrated mind is a purified mind. When the mind is pure, you become the adhikari, eligible. Adhikari means eligible. You can sit with a focused mind and absorb the Guru's teachings. Then manana and nididhyasana will follow, and the Atman will reveal itself. You cannot know what it is, but you can realize it. Unless your mind is pure, you are not fit for Sravana, that is listening. For removing all desires and then acquiring fixity of the mind, right action or karma is a means. Beautifully about the sadhana Papa is bringing out. Unless your mind is pure, you are not fit for Sravana. Sravana means listening. For removing all desires and then acquiring fixity of mind, right action or right karma is a means. What is right action? Right karma. The devotee's question, what is the meaning of nididhyasana? Ramdas, fixing the mind on the goal is nididhyasana. The object is to destroy ignorance. You have to do sadhana for that. You are the self, but you do not know it. Ignorance has cast a veil on it. Sadhana consisting of repeating God's name. Side by side with the repetition of the name, you will be doing some work also. That will be done in a Nishkama spirit. What is Nishkama spirit? Without expecting fruits of action. Selfless. If your goal is self-realization, then we have to do like this. Sadhana consisting of repeating God's name side by side with the repetition of the name, you will be doing some work also. That will be done in a Nishkama spirit if your goal is self-realization. You have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is Upasana. You should concentrate on the sound of the name, that is Upasana, which will purify your mind. Papa concentrated on the sound of the name when he was started chanting. You have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is upasana, which will purify your mind. Then you are entitled to get jnana through shravana, manana and nididhyasana. So unless mind is purified, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana will not help. That's why in Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna in 2nd chapter itself he says, so first we have to start with Karma Yoga. That's why first 6 chapters are Karma. Talks about karma only in Bhagavad Gita also. So to purify our mind, we need to take up karma as yoga. Karma, yoga. Yoga means union with God, without doership, without expectation of fruit of action. If we do, then that will purify our mind. So in the 2nd chapter also he gives the sadhana steps, Lord Krishna. First we have to start with Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga gives us Chitta Suddhi, means purification of the mind. Then Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana we have to take up. Then listening to the Guru. Then Guru's words we will be able to, the teachings we will be able to understand, clarity will come. Manana means again repeated thinking, contemplation and all. So Nididhyasana, somebody asked about the Nididhyasana, Papa is answering. Sadhana consisting of repeating God's name side by side with the repetition of the name. You will be doing some work also. That work will be done in a Nishkama spirit. If your goal is self-realization, we need to do selfless. You have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is upasana, which will purify your mind. Then you are entitled to get jnana through shravana, manana and nididhyasana. God arranges for it in such a way that you get into contact with a saint. Your heart becomes saturated with his words. Then you feel that the saint's words have awakened you. His words are imbued with power. You go to him with an open, receptive mind, free from distractions or impurities. Then you get the highest benefit. You realize the Atman as soon as ignorance is dispelled. All sadhana is meant to remove ignorance. You are already Atman. There is no question of attainment. You become only aware of it. There is nothing to attain. We are already that, but we are not aware. So by our sadhana, we will be aware of that. What is the meaning of Nididhyasana? Ramdas. Fixing the mind on the goal is Nididhyasana. The object is to destroy ignorance. You have to do sadhana for that. You are the self, but you do not know it. Ignorance has cast a veil on it. Sadhana consists of repeating God's name side by side with the repetition of the name. You will be doing some work also. That will be done in a Nishkama spirit. If your goal is self-realization, you have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is upasana, which will purify your mind. Then you are entitled to get jnana through Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana. So Bhagavad Gita also says the same thing. First you have to start your sadhana with Karma Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga. So all our activities we should do with love, dedication, without doership. Usually we think we are the doers, but it is that power of God which is there in me and in everybody making do the things. Papa says, the subtle mysterious power which is expressing in the form of life. In all, if the life is there, I am alive. If life is not there, I am a dead body. When life is there, all activities are going on in this body, mind and intellect, senses. So it is that power which is making us do, think, talk. That is how Papa puts it. Everything is done by that power through this equipment. But we forget. Then we think we are the doers. Then we get caught. So sadhana should be started with Nishkama Karma Yoga. Then purification of the mind comes. Then we have to take up Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. For purification of the mind, Papa has given us chanting of the Lord's name. And how to do, what did Papa say? On the sound. Then one more thing also he told, all the 24 hours and every day. That is very important. Then he says you will get it. Is it possible? It is very difficult. That is what Papa was full-timer, no? It was possible. We are all part-timers. Papa told, no, because you have so many other things to do in the think of God for 24 hours every day, then you will have Him. Who is going to do it? Papa is asking the question, who is going to do it? You have so many other things in the world to claim your attention. See, with all other things, we also want God. We are not having exclusive God, this thing, isn't it? So that's why we are part-timers. Swamiji always shares, Muktanand Swamiji in the Satsang. He says all 24 hours it may not be possible. So non-chanting time. Chanting time is okay. The non-chanting time, how to get connected to God. So when we do all our activities with love and dedication, then connection will be maintained. That is also remembrance only, So whenever, Papa used to say, when we get up, we fold the bed sheet and keep. Now also we keep. But if we add a feeling, bhavana to it, love and gratitude, then it becomes puja, it becomes divine, it becomes yoga, union with God. With that feeling, if I keep, we use the book, then when we keep, while keeping with love and gratitude, each and every activity, if we are able to add that feeling from the heart, then it becomes divine. We don't have to avoid the activities, but activities can be transformed into puja or yoga or divinize by adding the feeling. We cannot avoid. We can't be 24 hours, no? So whatever I do, nothing is, yes. No.
So in your non-chanting time, non-sadhana time, let's say you're doing activities like washing the dishes,
Yes.
driving a car,
yes,
etc. With mental or mental japa or mental Ramnam, silently in your mind, doing that kind of repetition, is that helpful?
definitely. If we are able to hold on, it is very helpful. Papa says, as per Papa, that can go on, and the feeling should be everything is done by that power which is there within me. He is making me do. Otherwise I am a dead body, no?
I'm sorry?
God is expressing in the form of life in all of us. When life is there, all activities are taking place. When life is not there, no activity is not going on. It is a dead body, no? That itself shows it is that power which is working through us. So if we are able to remember undercurrent, we don't have to tell. If we remember undercurrent, whatever we are doing, the doing is happening.
He is doing everything.
Yeah, he means that power. That power is making me drive. That power is making me to see. That power is making me to hear. That is the truth. Breathing is going on when that power is there, isn't it? Am I doing the breathing? Breath is going on, no? It is happening. It is done by that power. This is the proof, isn't it? Digestion is taking place. Blood circulation is going on. We are growing, no? As a child, adult. We didn't do anything. It is happening when that power of God is there. Subtle, mysterious power in the form of life. It is happening, isn't it? Papa says the nails are growing, hair is growing. Everything is happening. When life is not there, dead body, can it exist? No. So that itself is a proof the power is making us do, but we forget and arrogate that we are doing it. All trouble is there only. So to remember that, Papa says chanting will help. When we do the chanting of the Lord's name, the Nama will remind us that it is He who is doing, not you. Whenever we forget and try to arrogate, then immediately the Nama comes and says, hey, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Sorry. Yes, we forget, no, we think, oh, I did this. Then immediately the power, hey, what are you talking? Sorry. But in relative plane, outside, we have to say we are doing, but while telling, we should remember inside that the real doer is God. That is enough. It's not that we have to tell. Suppose this book, no, when we say it is mine, nothing wrong. Relative plane, He has given us the power of attorney to tell it is ours. But with condition. What is the condition is, while telling, you should remember inside the real owner is God. That's it. He did not say don't have it, because I have given you, have everything. Tell in Vyavahara, relative plane, it is yours. But while telling, each and every time, inside you should remember the real Yajamani, owner is that power. Because when we came to this world from mother's womb, we did not bring anything. So nothing belongs to us. Everything is kept ready by that power called God, through Mother Nature and society. But He also gave power of attorney for a relative plane to play my role. He said, you can say it is yours. But only condition is, while telling, same time you should remember inside the real owner is God. That's it. So most of the time we forget because we are not used to. To remember that, Papa says chanting will help. Chanting will remind you. If we do right chanting, Papa says the chanting, the mantra will remind you like a friend whenever we are going out. So it will pull us back. So we cannot avoid activities. While acting, we should remember outside we have to do all Vyavahara normally. While doing, undercurrent should be there. It is He. That is what He wants. So that's why Papa says, think of God for 24 hours every day. 24 hours every day. Then you will have Him. Who is going to do it? Papa knows our weakness. Who is going to do it? You have so many other things in the world to claim your attention. That is the thing we want to know, how to repeat the name all the 24 hours. Immediately devotee like us, no? asking Papa, how to repeat 24 hours? Ramdas, you must do as Ramdas did. People accused him of neglecting the so-called duties in the world. He set himself to think only of God all the 24 hours. He was considered mad. Unless you do it for 24 hours, you cannot get him. But you have to sleep, you have to attend to other work, etc. Who is going to do sadhana in this manner? Papa is questioning. Upasana and Nishkama Seva must be there to purify the mind. For listening to the advice of the Guru, you should have concentration. For listening to the advice of the Guru, you should have concentration. If your mind wanders here and there, the words of the Guru will fall flat on you. You won't be able to understand. You will be listening, but it won't go. Clarity won't be there. A concentrated mind is a purified mind. When the mind is pure, you become the adhikari. You can sit with a focused mind and absorb the Guru's teachings. So first and foremost requisite for a sadhaka is to purify the mind. Purification of the mind. What is impurity within us, in all of us? Forgetfulness, ignorance. Oh, how is it expressed? Expression form is? Separateness, very good. Separateness. We feel we are separate from the rest of the creation. Then? Me and mine. This is me, the body. All these are mine. That is the impurity. So less and less of me, more and more of we. Expansion. Expansion should take place. We should try to love all. Thinking that I am loving myself in all names and forms. It's not that other is there I am loving. Whomever I love, I am loving myself in all the names and forms. With that bhavana, with that feeling.
If you realize, oh, at that time I am in me and mine. So how do you not to feel guilty? You not to judge? How do you?
When will we judge? Other than me, something is there, judgment is possible, isn't it? If I am only there. Suppose, for example, an actor is there. They have been given two roles to play Ravana role, Rama role. An actor. Both roles are played by him, isn't it? And he will also watch his movie, isn't it? He won't get affected, no? So God has given me a role to play as a mother, as a sister, as a brother, as a wife, as a husband. Like that, so many roles we are boss, subordinate, all roles we are playing. Role is the true? No, it is a relative reality, no? It is not real. I am not really that, no? One only, we are one, but one person calls mother. One person comes and says sister. One person comes and says friend, but we are one only, no? All that roles are relative play, no? And we also differently respond to the, as a sister, my behavior, everything is different. As a mother, differently we behave. That means we are acting, no? Very clearly, without any confusion, to a boss, as a subordinate, as a devotee. Differently we are clearly doing all the roles, no? Very clear it is. It is a play.
That seeker is also.
Huh?
Being a seeker is also.
Yeah, seeker is also he. Everything, all roles. So undercurrent I should remember while playing the role. Actor remembers, no? While playing the Ravana role also he plays fully getting involved and all emotions he expresses in that character. But he won't get affected inner. Inner he is peaceful, no? Because he knows I am not really Ravana, I am only playing the role. He remembers inside while playing the role. But whereas while playing my role as a mother, I forget. As a boss, I forget. That I think I am really a boss, I am really a mother. It is a relative reality, no? That forgetfulness. Actor remembers, that's why they are unaffected within. Outside every emotion is expressed, isn't it? We appreciate also, no? So the name given here is to play the role, Chandrananda. A name given to play different roles, isn't it? Then I will be watching Chandrananda while acting, isn't it? We should remember. Whenever we forget, anything comes, no? Sorrow comes. We think it has come to us, but to whom the sorrow? Sorrow has come to the mind, isn't it? Mind plays all that is. Because I am knowing, no? I am separately there. I am the knower. So that forgetfulness is there. Forgetfulness we have to remove. For that only chanting. All these sadhanas are nothing but to remember. Remember that it is a relative reality. Then I love everybody equally. Because I am not loving anybody. I am loving myself in all names and forms. Suppose somebody acts as a Ravana, differently he behaves. Do he hate his role? No, he appreciates. So nicely I have done, no? He won't hate himself, no? As a Ravana he played like that. No, it is a play only, no? It is not real. That we should remember. Whichever role we are playing, we should know we are only playing a role, and the other person also playing the role. Other person also God seated and playing the role, isn't it? It's not only me. Equally, God is there. So we won't find fault. We don't criticize them. They are doing their role best way. They are trying to bring out their emotions, isn't it? So that is what we have to understand. But usually we forget, we get involved. Suppose a mother is there, a child is playing, isn't it? Mother will be watching the child, no? Usually small child is there, the child is playing outside, mother will be watching, correct? What will the mother watch? Mother will watch the child, not the play, isn't it? She won't get involved in the play. She will be looking at the child whether she is okay or not, isn't it? Same way when I am playing, I should remember this. I should not get involved in the play. Isn't it? Play is there, the child is playing, but concentration is on the child, isn't it? So here the play is going on. We should remember, it may not be possible immediately, but if we go on, try, that is why sadhana. Sadhana is to remember all these things, not for anything else. We may fail, we may forget again and again, trying. That's why Papa says, fill the mind with good thought, positive thoughts. God thought, so that it becomes easy for us. So loving everybody means loving none means I am loving myself only in all manifestation. Whomever I love, I am loving myself in that form. Suppose if I play Ravana role, Rama role, both I like it because I have played. Isn't it? So, Upasana and Nishkama Seva must be there to purify the mind. Upasana is that sound. Papa says, no? Chant and then you should be able to hear your own chanting, sound, concentrating on the sound of the name. That is what Papa found easy. Then the sound takes. So Ramana Maharishi, all of you may be knowing, who am I? That was the question through Vichara, he reached God. Papa has taken the Ram Nam, he started chanting. Then concentrate on the sound. So when he started concentrating on the sound, then a question came, where from this sound is coming? From within. Then Papa started chanting, listening to the sound. And then the question used to come, where from this sound is coming? Where from this sound is coming? Inside. Through the question, he went deeper inside. The sound, when he questioned, the sound has taken him to the soundlessness. Into the silence, got merged. That is how Papa reached. Ramana Maharishi, who am I? That was the question. The question has taken him to the source. Papa's question also has taken him to the source. It's not the outside it came. When he started listening to the sound and started chanting, a question arose. From within it came. Where from? Where is the Udbhavasthan? Where from it is starting? He did not ask outside. So that question, going on questioning, chanting, questioning, the question has taken him. The sound has taken him to the soundlessness. The river running towards the ocean merges into the ocean, became one with ocean. Then there is no entity called river, only ocean exists. Like that, the sound goes and merges into that silence, then only silence. Silence means not we understand. That is what the substratum, the base, from where everything comes. So 24 hours, if it is not possible for us, at least all activities we should bring him. Connect with him by adding a feeling. We may fail, we may forget, but we should go on try. All of us are trying. We are all sadhakas. We fail, there is no doubt. But again and again, repeatedly, again and again, again and again, again and again. Go on and on and on and on. Then one day we will get the balance. That is what Mahatma says. So now what are the points today, Papa? Recapping.
Mataji?
Yes, ma? Yes, Bimbaji?
Mataji,
Pranam.
Would you please repeat the point of concentrating on the sound? Papa said that the sound.
Yes, that paragraph I will read. Sadhana, yeah, yes, I'll repeat it. Sadhana consisting of repeating God's name side by side with the repetition of the name, you will be doing some work also. That work will be done in a Nishkama spirit if your goal is self-realization. You have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is Upasana, which will purify your mind. You have to concentrate on the sound of the name, that is Upasana, which will purify your mind. Then you are entitled to get Gnana through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So till then we may be doing Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Till the purification comes, clarity won't come. We will be listening. So purification is very, very, very important.
So the sound takes you to?
Soundlessness, that is silence,
The
bass.
sound takes you to what?
Suppose I am listening to the sound, then there is a question or a question comes, where from this sound is coming? Moolam, that is where is the source for this sound? Where from it is coming? Where from the sound is coming? That was the question Papa had in his heart. So he was chanting, listening to the sound, then questioning where from it is starting, where is the Udbhavasthan, where, starting point, where is it? Then that question has taken him to the sound. Through sound questioning he travelled. The sound has taken him to the soundlessness, that is silence. Became one with the silence. Sound has got merged into the silence. Then there is no sound. Only silence remains. Silence means the substratum, the base, the source from where all this emanate, manifested, unmanifested, everything.
Mataji, is it Sadhana Chaturthaya?
Sadhana Chatushtaya also is there. That is what Papa, what he says is this year. Sadhana Chatushtaya also is there, correct? Papa has reached such a high this thing, he did everything. He spoke of everything. Experientially. It is not, that's why he says, what did he say? Words cannot express. Description is not possible. He says, whatever words we speak, it falls short. That's why Vivekananda's words, he said, what is the last message? Throw into the sea whatever I have said and written in books. That is what Vivekananda's last message. He felt what all he had said did not convey what he actually experienced. Roughly they tell, because something to express, that's all, but it is not that. Still we try to think about it, we try to express it through words. Can it be right? Papa is asking, can it be right to express through words? It is not. So signpost they are telling, see, you go like this, then that experience will come. That we have to take. How they travelled, no? So he says chant, then listen to the, concentrate on the sound. Through that, the sound will take you to the soundlessness. Then I should also do it, experiment it, then experience it. That is what is needed. That is what we understand. So we need to do it ourselves. Concentrate on the sound. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. There is a sound produced, Even silently we do also, there is a sound. So concentrate on the sound, no other thought can enter. When concentration is there on one, other thought cannot enter. Then the sound goes like a river rushing towards the ocean. The sound goes to the origin, where from it is starting point, the substratum, base, then merges. Sound is coming from soundlessness, silence. So it goes and merges. That's why Mahatma says, Papa also says when mantra is given, he says, repeat the mantra word after the word. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. There is a gap between word and word. Just observe. Om. There is a gap. Shri Ram. Gap. Jai Ram. Gap. Jai Jai Ram. That gap is called silence. So we have a mind and intellect. Mind is chanting, intellect is trying to discriminate between the sound and the silence. Sound and the silence. When we concentrate on the sound and try to chant, 100% attention comes on the sound, sound stops. That means mind goes away. Then intellect has the capacity to discriminate when two are not there. Sound is not there, only silence is there. Intellect also goes. What remains is that.
I remember reading, Papa said that when you move from the repetition out loud, to the mental job, that you should side by side mentally think of the attributes of God.
Yes.
God is within me.
So that mind won't wander here and there.
How does that, when I do it, it kind of...
That is there. So if possible, I'll play also. You can come. There is a video, audio, Papa's. So that is, Papa says, we'll chant Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. God is within me. God is infinite. God is love, light, peace, bliss. Then again, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Like that will bring all that, omnipresent, omnipotent, like that. So chant, then bring that, again chant, bring. Yes, yeah. That is how how to repeat it. YouTube, that is there. You can also go through. Otherwise, you come. I will show you. He explained how he has done his sadhana Ram Nam. How he repeated in that attributes. All that he has done it and shown.
There's an audio.
Audio thing, but kept in the YouTube. It is there. It is available in YouTube. Yeah, I'll also show. Anandashram Satsang. It is there. Otherwise, I will show you. Tomorrow or today, you can come. I will show you. You can listen. We should repeatedly listen again and again. We also listen many times. Ramdas, it is there. Sadhana. How he has done his sadhana, explained by his own words. His own words. Very nicely explained by Papa himself. About his sadhana, about Mata's sadhana. Both videos are there. It is an audio sound, but with one photo we uploaded to the YouTube. So it is available. So main is with interest, with full concentration, we should sit and chant for some time. Group thing will help us to do our individual sadhana. Group is not for anything else. Group chanting and all, no, it should be there for some time, but after that, the individual sadhana only will take us. Sadhana, individual sadhana only will help.
Mataji, can we, like, even if we are not in a temple, walk while doing this Ramnam? You can do it also, or just sitting quiet like that?
Anyway, the idea is concentrate on the sound.
Okay.
You may be walking, you may be talking, anything, whatever you are doing, chanting can go on. So Papa, there is no rule, but you do it. Then you find, sitting will help you, then you will sit automatically. That gives us, experientially we know, no? Otherwise, somebody says, why like this, that mind starts all logical things. So you try to do it and see whatever suits you. While walking it is suiting you, do it. Nothing wrong. While walking, whatever you are doing. From one place to another place. From here to Ramana building. Just to do 2 minutes. The period ever so small, meditate and chant. That is what Papa says. 1 minute, 1 second, whatever we get. Go on, go on, go on, go on.
If it is mechanically also there is any.
Beginning it is mechanically only, because we may not be knowing, but slowly when the taste comes, then that sound will catch us. It's not that we chant. Papa said, somebody came and told him, you stop because it is becoming. Then he said, it is not in my hands. Chanting is going and it's not me doing it. There is some power which is making me do. I cannot stop it. Individual sadhana only helps. Group sadhana is to help the individual sadhana. Yeah. Individually we have to do. Once in a way, group sadhana is okay, because in the group, somebody who is scaled the heights or reached some stage will be there. Their presence will help us. Like Shivaratri day, see how it was. More concentration will come. That is what he is trying to tell.
It will be a joy at the time of group. It will be a joy.
That is temporary, no? Again it goes. Temporary joy, isn't it? Permanent joy comes only when we do individually. That's why more time should be spent in individual sadhana. When we come a place like this, serene atmosphere, so go what is needed, the programs, then remaining time we should sit ourselves and then try individual sadhana. Then it will help. That is what Mahatma says. Effect will be there. Anyway, we are thankful to Papa. He has facilitated us with so many things today for our sadhana. We pray from the bottom of the heart to enable us to feel His presence always. Though He is there, we forget. We are not aware of His presence. Kindly make us to feel Your presence always, everywhere, in everything. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tassa Sarvam Sri Ramadasarpanamastu. Hari Om. Pranams to you all. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om.
Pranam Swami.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Pranams. Hari Om, Ma. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Mataji.
Hari Om, Hari Om.